So welcome to Bingeworthy.
Welcome
I'm pulling it away. Welcome to Bingeworthy. Today we are talking about The Leftovers. Hi. So 3 seasons. Martha, you want to give some details, or should we introduce ourselves?
I think that's usually a good place to start.
All right. I'm Rob Southgate. With me.
Did you have to look that up on your phone?
I did.
I'm Martha Southgate.
I'm Chris Mom.
All right.
And what we do on this show is we talk about shows that we've binged, and then we try to determine if it is worth watching, if it's worth
we
just
have a
kind of
rating
skimming
system
through. Yeah, we'll skim
that none of us
through
will
that.
remember by the time
No.
we're there.
So watch us stumble through that.
All right.
And while you do that, while you read that, I'm going to get our social media in order.
All right. So today we're talking The Leftovers. It's an HBO show. Ran 3 seasons. Created by Damon Lindelof and Tom Perrotta. He's the one who wrote the book. Interesting little factoid is that the series was picked up before the book came out.
Really?
Usually the book comes out and there's interest and then they want to do a show about it. This one, they were already picked up by HBO before the book actually
I wonder if that's because of Lindelof.
I'm sure it's because they're very famous men. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
But
I'm sure they got a
But I
treatment
wonder
of
if
it
they
and
had
said,
a deal with Lindelof, and he said, "This is the project we want to do because of his,
it might be.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
the first season covered the whole book.
Oh, really?
The other 2 seasons were all completely original material.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
So
don't
now
want to
I
say
wanna read
I don't
the
want to
book.
say it showed, but I think 1 is. I thought was I didn't see 3.
I think 2 was my favorite.
I think 2 was a spectacular
2
season.
was good, but
I think
don't
it
know.
was the best season. You think 1 was?
You thought 1 was the
I
best
thought 1
season?
was, but for different reasons.
Sure.
There were 28 episodes total,
Okay.
and there you go. That's
All right.
That's
That's
what I got.
that's the info
That's
you
what
got?
I'm bringing to the table
So we
right now.
have who's the lead actor? Thoreau.
Justin Thoreau.
Oh,
Justin Thoreau's the lead actor.
yes. He's easy on the eyes.
We have Liv Tyler is in it.
Yes.
Carrie
Amy
Coon.
Brenneman.
Yes.
Amy Brenneman.
Amy Brenneman.
She plays
Yeah.
Lori.
Yeah, it's really a very solid cast.
Regina King. is
Regina
in.
King,
I
which
love her.
is funny
in that.
because-
That's the lady from the
neighbor.
The neighbor.
And I
Yeah.
love Regina King in everything. And every time I see her, I'm like, oh, I love Regina King. And I don't know why I never recognize her. Every time.
What, Regina King?
Yeah. And then I'll see she's in the credits. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was Regina King. I always like her. And for
No,
some reason.
She's very talented. She's a really,
oh my
really
gosh,
good
she's one of my
actress.
favorites. And I can never.
And I always tell them,
Identify.
that's Regina King. And they'll be like, no, wait, she's been in this. I'm like, she's been in it the whole season.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Like, where'd she come from?
We were all the way into the 3rd season, and her name came in the credits. I went, oh, awesome, Regina King's in this. And Martha goes, she's been in it.
She's been in it the whole time.
Like, who is she playing? She's the neighbor. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I kept talking about how much I loved the neighbor. I was like, boy, she could really act. It was Regina King.
Okay, favorite characters. I love Nora so much. And at first I was like, am I going to like... But she has so much depth to her character.
Oh, yeah.
I love her, and I love Patty. Love Patty.
Patty is, you know what? She's incredible on, what's her name?
Ann Dowd.
Ann Dowd.
She's incredible in whatever she's
Oh,
in.
she's in Handmaid's Tale.
She's in Handmaid's
No,
Tale.
she's in something else that's right now. It's like she's
She
in
is-
everything.
Really great.
Right.
She's one of those that when she comes on the screen, you know this is going to be a good time.
She's in that Chris Cooper. Well, it's not.
I love Chris Cooper,
Is
too.
it, but I'm just saying, like, she's in that upper end character
Yes.
actress
Yeah.
or actor.
Yes.
That's just amazing. You
They
see her, you're
elevate
like,
whatever they're in.
Right. They're fantastic.
And
So.
she is so good in this.
She's so good in
Oh, yeah.
this.
And then, yeah, she
She is so
see-
good as being completely, pretty much despicable. Because I think her character is awful in this movie.
Oh.
You probably like it. I think she's awful.
No, she is.
Oh, my gosh. I love her.
Unbelievable.
But
She's great. Oh, she's unbelievable.
Yeah.
but
Oh.
Yes.
But there's
and
an element
Chris,
of
I'm going
her
to tell you
that's
something.
not- yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you
Oh.
something without spoiling anything. She's in season 3.
You need to see it. You need to
Yeah,
keep going.
and when she shows up, you're like,
And
hell.
see that season 3 is
Yes.
is good. It's just completely bizarre.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh wait, but we didn't
We'll
talk
get to
about
that.
Chris Eccleston. We are in a
Oh my
Doctor
gosh,
Who cafe.
Chris Eccleston is in it.
And I love him.
He's
in it.
amazing.
He's fantastic.
His
He's such a good
voice, I was dying the whole time. I'm like, what is this voice he's got? It's the strangest speech impediment. Like,
I can't tell if what he's doing there.
He's
'Cause
doing
it's-
something.
But it's good.
different.
Whatever
Yeah,
it is, it's
It's
good.
on purpose.
But it is different than
Yeah.
we've heard him speak. It is different than his normal voice. It is different than the voice he uses as the doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not. It's so weird.
I love it. I find
Oh, I
it
love it.
What
fascinating.
I love about it is a lot of English actors use that really kind of monotone, canned. They sound like a news anchor from Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
And I hate when they do that
Yeah.
because he has
Not
such,
him.
but he has such personality.
Yes.
He's just like, and
But
then,
he didn't do it here.
No.
He's got this weird.
well, I'm just saying, but he did what he wanted to,
Yeah.
and it was great because it kind of lends to the instability and lends to the whole
Yes.
shot of his character. So.
Love him in this.
And
Scott Glenn.
yeah, Chris, you have to watch season 3 because if you love Eccleston,
Oh
my gosh.
Oh, get
I
to
will.
season 3, dude.
and
All right.
they're only like 10 episodes each season.
Ish.
So it's ish.
It's 13, maybe.
But
No,
we'll get to it. We'll get to
Because
what we
there's
think of
28
this series.
total, and there's
It's like
3
10.
Because I have different thoughts than what you're probably thinking I'm going to say about it as we go forward here. But I thought he was amazing in it.
I just did really bad. Yeah. Okay, got it.
who Eccleston?
No,
Oh, Glenn.
when I was trying to do the math.
Uh-oh.
13.
No, there's
Yes, it
13
was-
a season. I'm like, yeah, there are 28 episodes. I'm there. I get there
3
eventually.
seasons, yes.
Mhm. I don't homeschool math for her. Don't worry.
Thank
Future
God.
of the country?
Oh Lord, Molly's really good. Yeah, she's really good at math. I can't help her with it. So anyway, now that I've completely thrown
Well,
myself
and you know what's
off with
interesting
my
is like
math
Liv
skills.
Tyler's character, when you first start the series, you think she's going to be, I assumed she was going to be a major character. She is a main character throughout, and she is vitally important.
Yes.
But she's hardly ever in
She's
it.
hardly in it.
Yeah.
But when she is, it's like, whoa, she's
Yeah.
so, and
Yeah.
she's
it's very powerful. Her
it's
character.
nuts. It's nuts.
All right, one thing I want to talk about is the music, because music through this series is so important, and the way
Yeah.
they use it is so unique.
Yes.
First of all, I love the theme song. It's Iris Dement, and she does "Let the Mystery Be."
Now, wait. That's the theme song in the second season.
Right.
The first season had a completely different theme song.
And the third season goes in and out.
And third season.
It's like got a new one
different
every
song
week.
every week. But the song every week ties into it. And really, Let the Mystery Be fits the second season.
Yes,
yes.
it does.
It's just whoever was the music director on this,
well, it's Liza Richardson.
Liza Richardson, huge kudos because
She's
it's
incredible.
amazing.
Well, HBO does that in a lot of their shows.
Mm-hmm.
They're out of the Martin Scorsese. The music is very, very important
Right.
to the
Right.
And Sopranos was like that. This is like that.
Yep.
Deadwood, Westworld.
Yeah.
all of them.
They
It's
pay,
very,
because getting
they pay a
that
lot of
music
attention.
is very expensive.
right.
And HBO ponies it up. They did here.
Oh, this
but my
is
gosh, I love
the
the music.
Pixies.
Well, I was going to say, in the second season,
Wu-Tang Clan.
as you watch the second season, they do have all this mixed in, but the Pixies, what is that song?
Oh, I had it. I have to go find it. I didn't write
they
it down.
used
I
this-
thought you'd know it, so I didn't
I
write it
can't think of
down.
it off the top of my head. They use this Pixie song through the entirety of the second season. Other than the theme, it's the only thing they use repeatedly like this, and they keep going back to
Where is my mind?
Where is my mind? They'll play it like he's driving in the car. It'll come out on the radio.
They'll do an instrumental version.
They have a
They'll do-
piano version that is amazing,
Yeah.
and as you're listening to it, it's in the background. Then you're like, "It's that Pixie song again."
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
It's
so
fascinating
great.
how
And
they
It's a
layer
great
it.
song
Yeah.
anyway, but just amazing.
Yeah, so good.
The writing itself is exceptional, but I have to say, if you're looking for linear TV,
Oh my gosh.
second season is closest thing you're going to get to linear TV.
Completely.
Third
insane.
season is as far from linear TV as you're going to get.
It is.
Well, it's the whole premise of what happens is you are in doubt almost right away about what is going on and where they're
Right.
at. I mean, it's insane.
If you haven't seen the third season, you have no idea.
right.
No
Well,
idea
I'm sure,
where
but
it's
I'm just
going.
saying, like from the first two, you're like,
Yeah.
it's just amazing the doubt that the questions that they raise in little tiny instances
Right.
and references and like
Yep.
Justin Theroux's dreams and is that actual or is that, I mean,
Yeah,
all of that
what's
stuff.
real, what's false.
Well,
Right.
and they have this. It's kind of like being on a roller coaster a lot of the time, and you'll watch it,
It is.
and we'll just look at each other and go, "What in the
Yeah.
heck just happened? Like,
And
what is this show?"
what's
It
funny
is
is
completely insane
Right.
in so many ways, and especially as you get into the third season,
yeah, and
it goes really nuts.
I really like that. I kept telling Martha, I'm like, this show is hitting me so center square.
Right.
Because I really like that really like, I don't want to say bizarre, but the impressionistic version of this show where it's like you're getting things thrown at you that don't match up and that don't make sense. They're out of order. And I just,
Right.
I love
I
that.
love it
I love
too.
that like
It was
crazy.
crazy.
Well, and it was very
But
referential where it would like
by
two,
the third
two shows
season-
in, you're back. Yeah.
By the third season, we would turn to each other so many times and go,
I don't even know what's happening.
I don't even know what's happening.
I had no idea what was going on.
And then it would get to the last few minutes of the episode, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah!" But seriously,
yeah, we didn't know what was going
Right.
on.
I don't know how that third season was put on the air because it's so crazy. But then it's so good.
And they got really good critical
Right.
acclaim.
yeah,
They were, I think, Metacritic named it one of the best, like its best series.
yeah. Well, I had read an article about it where it was about best series of all time, and it was
Yeah.
in the top like 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And I don't
it's
know if
gotten
I'd
good.
put it in the top 3.
I
but
would not personally for myself. I wouldn't, but it's a fascinating
But
series.
It's weird because I might over time, because I'm telling you, there was something, especially that second season, that drew me in a way
Sure.
that I haven't felt since Breaking Bad or second season Sopranos.
Yeah,
Which is crazy. As
Right.
much TV and as
I
much
could
of
see
this
that.
as we watch, there was something in that second season that I went, this is touching someplace
Sure.
else in my brain.
yeah.
And the third season, really, the way it wrapped up, I have not come to grips with the ending yet.
No,
It's still going through my head.
but it did feel complete.
It
In
did.
terms of like you didn't sit there. It wasn't like when you invest in a series and then at the end you're like, oh, clearly they were canceled and they just sort of
Right.
threw something
They
together.
completed
Like
their
this was it did feel satisfying,
Right.
But it just was so insane that we were a little bit exhausted
Yeah.
after.
Did anybody here watch The Leftovers?
No.
Anybody?
I ate some last night.
Okay. Because it's really nuts.
That's why we're talking about it.
All right, I just
so
wanted to
that
see
gets
if
people to
anybody's
go
seen it.
watch it.
And they really should. Just be ready.
The
Buckle
acting is so good.
Yes.
The acting, the writing, the music. It's like
It's so good.
it's a perfect
So
storm.
but it's
it
of
is-
insanity.
It is guano crazy,
Yes.
if you know what I mean.
It's really
And that
nice.
the third season basically takes place over like 6 days. I mean,
Yeah.
really. They go, this is going to happen
It's in the
6
future,
days or
though.
something. Right. But not that far. But they're like, this is going to take place
Yeah, it was.
in 6 days or 7 days or something.
It was really fun.
And then it shows you one person's story. And then the next episode, they don't go back to it.
It was really far in the future.
Like a couple of years, maybe. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't. 5 years?
It was more than you're saying.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
was a very good chunk of time.
It was a leap. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they leapt forward and did like a week, or is that not accurate?
They
yeah,
leapt
no, they
forward
leapt
and did a
forward,
week.
and then the entire season takes place over the course of like a week.
Yeah.
And we didn't even mention Scott Glenn is in
I
it.
did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Oh, he's fantastic.
He's so
and his
great.
hair, I just want to get a comb. Like the whole time, I'm
wanna
like,
get a
oh
comb.
my gosh, he needs a shower
Yes.
and a haircut.
He does kind of
So
look like
bad.
beef jerky, too. He's like
Yeah.
so sinewy.
But he's on.
He's like 80. He's in his 80s. He's
He's
Yeah.
on Castle Rock.
Yeah, he's on
And-
Castle Rock,
and
too.
he's with Sissy Spacek. I had to go
is-
like this to remember her hair. That's what I was doing.
Coal
In
miner's
case anyone's
daughter?
watching me, wondering what the heck I'm doing. I'm not just fanning myself. I was doing
I
her
thought
wavy
Chris did
hair.
something.
But
there's the leftovers.
Okay, so I love them together.
Yes.
He's not together really with anyone in this one, but
he's together with his own nutty
with
head.
his personality.
He's together with Mark Lynn Baker.
Oh my God, Perfect Stranger. Okay,
There's
so wait.
a Perfect Strangers thing that happens throughout this.
Oh my God, you have to keep watching. I'm going to fall off my chair now.
I only have 500 things to watch.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, but this is only like 8 episodes.
You have a podcast about it.
And
you can watch stuff.
I'm just telling you right now, Mark Lynn Baker makes an appearance.
Okay.
No spoiler.
There was a really funny one.
Bronson Pinchot is not leftover.
Hang on.
You went bye-bye?
It's so great when it happens to it. You're just like, is that Mark Lynn Baker? Holy crap. And then she's like, are you? And he's like, yeah, I'm Mark Lynn Baker. You're like, that's amazing. It's amazing.
I got to find where I saw something that... Okay, here it is. Wait, hang on. This is funny. This is from QZ.com. And it said from Quartz... It says Quartz. I don't know what that is. Adam Epstein wrote this. But he said there are 2 places in the world where you can hear the Wu-Tang Clan, 1970s Christian folk music, and the theme song to Perfect Strangers all in the span of 1 hour. Accurate.
Other than our car.
Yeah. He said it's a weird edition of Spotify Discovery Weekly or The Leftovers. And
it is. I can't say enough good about the music.
Yeah,
in this.
the music is fantastic.
And even if it's like a song that you're like, it doesn't connect with me, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It's done so well in this show that all you want to do is create a Spotify playlist of the music.
Absolutely.
And I love how she says carrots in the theme song.
Yes, you do.
I do. Every time I say
We
carrots.
added it to our Spotify playlist.
Yep,
because
it's
we
awesome.
love
Because of carrots. Love it.
I don't think the song would have been on our radar otherwise, but it was so well used in this that we want to hear it all the time.
Well, it's kind of like the Sopranos theme. Like, we never would have been like, oh, man, I got to listen to Woke Up This Morning.
And
it's on every playlist I make because it's The Sopranos. Got myself a gun.
I know.
Too good. All right. Should we go through the criteria? Should we bust it out?
Yeah.
Bust it out.
Yeah.
All right. So we have this weird way of doing this that we get wrong every time. So I'm just going to warn you right now.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure I get it right.
If we're looking for professionalism, you're looking in the wrong place.
I think I
so what we do is we say, number 1, is it binge-worthy? If it is binge-worthy, do you binge it out over the course of a few days?
Binge the heck.
Or do you binge the heck, which is, I'm going to sit down for 28 hours and watch this show.
Or space it out.
Or space it out.
True Detective is a space it out.
Right.
It's taken us about 3 years to get to the second episode.
Yeah, it hurt Martha's soul. She's like, I'm not emotionally ready for episode 2.
I have to space it out. But a show, but then there are certain shows where it's like you could sit down and literally watch like 7 hours of it. And
like what?
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty, where I binged the entire series, 5 seasons in like 2 days, and went, that's all there is?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a binge the heck.
And then there's Not Worth the Watch.
What?
Then there's Not Worth the Watch.
Not Worth the Watch.
Don't bother.
Well, no, there's Worth the Watch.
And then Don't Bother.
And then Don't Bother.
Okay, see, none of us know what the criteria is.
Right, no, but we got it. It's Don't Bother, Worth the Watch, space it out, and then binge the heck.
Okay. I vote binge the heck out of this one. I think you can watch as many episodes as you want. There's nothing that's too traumatizing in it.
I think there's too much to absorb. I think you need to space it out.
We watched 2 or 3.
We
can watch 2 or 3
but 2 or 3 isn't a binge.
That's not.
What? That's 3 hours.
Yeah, but you and I have also binged the heck before on things. This one, I'm going to have to call it a space it out, but I agree. I think about two episodes a night is about what you can do. But I think what you're going to do is you're going to say, I'm going to watch this series over the course of 2 weeks.
I think you could absolutely sit and just work your way through it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I am going to remain on space it out, but I think I could see how somebody could fall into it and just binge. I just think that there were points where we ended it and we were so emotionally exhausted and we're like
trying to follow it.
Yeah,
I don't think it's emotionally exhausted. We were
mentally
exhausted because we were trying to follow it.
And you're almost exasperated. You're like,
But I think if we had kept going, it would have made sense faster.
If we had just...
So I don't think that spacing it out is necessarily what you need to do in order to get through that. You need to keep going. And
it's not what you need to do. It's just what I'm recommending because I think personally a couple episodes a night would be a more satisfying binge.
Okay.
But on second viewing, I could rewatch that second season now.
Yeah, but you know what's going on, and you're not figuring out the twists
And now
and turns.
I could go 10 hours deep.
You're
very quickly.
looking to put together. I thought, I think if you watch more than 2 or 3 episodes, you're going to miss stuff. To me, in one, I think there's a lot to gather on a first look. I remember watching it going, I need to go back and watch some parts right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to get an idea, because they're so...
I could definitely do this again. I could watch the whole series again.
I could too.
And I don't normally want to do that. I don't normally think I would be interested in that sort of thing.
I think it's because I could watch Norma for the rest of my life. Norma.
Are you on Bates Motel?
Yeah.
We left leftovers and we're on Bates. Okay. Nora.
I could watch Nora for the rest of my life.
I love
Between her and Patty.
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
Because Nora, when it started, I was like, I don't know what I think about this character. By the end, all I was waiting for was the final episode, which was about Nora.
By the second episode with her, I was absolutely
captivated,
enthralled by her character. She has so much depth.
Yeah, I think it was when she hired the person to shoot her in the vest, which is in the first.
Excuse me.
No, it's not a spoiler, and nobody knows what I mean.
How is that not a spoiler?
But that's like the third episode.
Did you see that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody saw it. It's like the third episode.
Not everybody. Nobody
here
has seen it.
When that happened, I think that was my turning point where I'm like, give me Nora for the rest of this. That and Patty.
For the rest of my life. I want them in every show.
I like to think Patty's here right now.
For the rest of my life. Yeah.
Patty's behind you talking
I would
to you right now.
totally have a Patty. I would not kill my Patty.
All right, Krabby Patty. All right, are we done?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I was going to say, you're talking about people you loved. I wanted to kill Justin Theroux from like 2 seconds into this. I just didn't like him at all. I thought...
Wait till the third season.
I'm sure. I hope he redeems himself. I mean...
Well, she liked him for other reasons.
I like him because he's cute.
Is he an attractive man?
Oh, yes.
He's a good-looking guy.
Oh, yes.
He is...
He's a beautiful man.
He's right.
Yeah.
But that's
He's a beautiful man.
All right. So we're good. So what did we agree on?
We didn't... We never agree on this one. I said
we got 2 for spacing out and 1 for binge.
All right.
And I'm on the fence. I'm kind of in between. So there we go. That's it for Bingeworthy. Hey, if you want to follow us on Twitter, we do have a Twitter that we don't use. It is SMG Binges. You can find it there, or find the network at SMG Pods, or find me at our Southgate. Chris, where can they find you?
Blue Box Cafe 176.
Literally, because he just lives here.